And now I'd like to invite Daniel Florio, who is attorney and advocate for persons with disabilities and represents the International Disability Alliance, to please make your presentation. Thank you.
Excellencies, representatives of member states, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, I speak to you today on behalf of the International Disability Alliance, an alliance of 8 global and 4 regional organizations of persons with disabilities and their families. There are an estimated 1 billion persons with disabilities worldwide, of which 130 million are young people. In addition, women and girls with disabilities comprise 20% of the world's female population. Despite improvements in recent decades, children and youth with disabilities are less likely to start or attend school than children without disabilities and have lower transition rates to higher levels of education, a pattern that is more pronounced in poorer countries. The lack of education at an early age has a significant impact on poverty in adulthood. Women and girls with disabilities face barriers in assessing traditional routes used to escape poverty and have less access to education, social services, and employment opportunities than men with disabilities and women without disabilities. IDA would like to make 3 overarching recommendations for the development of the post-2015 framework. 1, ensure that the goals and measures adopted by the post-2015 development framework promote and protect the rights of all youth and are inclusive of youth with disabilities. 2, ensure that all plans for implementing the post-2015 framework are made in direct consultation with young people, women with disabilities, and their respective organizations. 3, provide support for inclusive education. This not only refers to accessible buildings and mainstreaming children with disabilities in schools, but also to ensuring quality of education through the training of teachers and availability of accessible materials, access to vocational training, and policies to encourage the private sector to employ young persons with disabilities. Development at all levels and in every corner of the world must be inclusive of the rights of persons with disabilities. It must be UN CRPD driven. Inclusion, non-discrimination, and equality must be the driving principles on which the future development process is based. Only by building a society inclusive of all will the equal rights of children, youth, and women with disabilities truly be realized. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Daniel, for your presentation.